And this game's going to begin. This should be really, really good, guys. Do stay tuned. This is going to be Dragons against Turbot. This is the lower bracket final of Cybergamer Season 2 Division 1. And the winner of this game will go on to the grand final to face 6-6. And we're going to see the Dragons on defense at first. We're going to see some strikes going out on this side area. One short, one long. That is the standard. They're going to maybe try and push past that long one. No, they actually back off. They got very fortunate. That's the bait. That's to make you push through. And the 6 guys are maybe pushing towards this side area. Nice play from Turbot. They are starting to get shot in the back. Mihao and Woot get some work done. The respawn does come in. And I think they've got control of the side area. We see Voki always, the sneaky engineer, always gets into place very well. But he does get taken down. Nice revive from Oldensan. And that dynamite should get planted without too much of a problem. No nade comes over the top. So Voki's got that plant. They're going to maybe put some pressure on this flag area. And you see a couple of the Turbot guys pushing through. It's going to be Critty. And it's Wally nearly touching the flag just before the spawn time. He doesn't touch it. So unfortunate. He kills himself just before doing it. But they've got a Covey towards side now. And watching Turbot in the past, it is Swanidius who picks up that Covey. He normally does it on the first spawn. And they normally get some sneaky jumps in. You know, they get a suit and they get in the top door. But it's not going to happen today. It's going to be Statty on the Covey. It's going to be slightly different. Nice nade from Statty coming in. I knew that was going to get somebody. Takes down Abject, the big aimer for Dragons. And they've managed to clear out their CP. But it's only Calibri left. And we see Critty putting on pressure at the flag. But they're going to just leave that now. I'm going to switch it up to... who's the last one left? Calibri, last one left at the CP. Let's see what you can do. Going to dodge that grenade. He's going to take down Hunter and give him nice work. He needs support really quickly. He is going to get dropped. The Turbot guys are going to push him for flag. They had a little bit of time to get that CP. And it looks like they're finally going to get a hold of the flag. They need to plant that main area. You see Voki pushing towards main. He is going to get taken down by landmine. He has got some support from Critty there. He's going to get that revive in. Woot on the other side of this door. He's going to just try and get a sneaky nade maybe. No, he's going to back off. He doesn't think the spawn time is very good for them. But the plant has gone down at main. Woot's going to get down some mines in the meantime. And we've got to follow in channel Kemis. Thank you very much. As this game is already 2 minutes underway. Dragons are set up again at side. They have been given a second chance. That first defense wasn't too great. They got taken down pretty much easily. But they managed to set it back up. They did manage to whittle the allied team down to 1 member left. That wasn't too bad. I think they were very fortunate in the way that they came through. Abject, the big aimer for Big Panzer. Voki takes down 2. And that's both the medics, I think. That is Abject and Jin. Nice play. The rotation on main. And they're going to be pushing towards main now. At least 2 of the Turbot guys. 3 it looks like. And it's going to just force a push from Dragons to rotate round. Problem member. Thank you very much for that follow. I did destroy your name, but thank you very much. And they have destroyed the CP finally. They need an engineer. It is Jin to get some revives. It looks like the Bludgy as the rifle is going to be able to push forward and maybe just tap this CP. Statty, the last man alive, he has whipped out the Silence Luger. They need the engineer just to come in and tap for allies. Whoever taps this engineer. There we go. Nice work from Calibri. He may not get the build. It looks like he is, but at least he tapped it. Bludgy picks up a few kills at that CP, but that's well and truly lost for the Dragons. And you see Woot going quite aggressive here. Strange situation. As you see, Exec, give me a follow. Thank you very much. Respawn of Turbot's going to come in. They're going to respawn exactly the same time as the Axis. The Dragons guys pushing up towards the parts. Going to set up this defense on these east parts. It's sort of the standard. You set up quite a heavy defense on east at the beginning. The second you lose it, you just go hands off. You leave it all alone. You just try and slow them down as much as possible. But I do realise that Dragons, when I've watched them play, they have quite like a 3-4 man defense on east. And it does leave west quite vulnerable. A bit of a strike going out. Nice work from Bludgy. He is on full spawn here. He's sort of in no man's land. Nice headshot though. And it looks like Turbot, quite a big push coming around the back of the tank depot. And Hunter whips the Luger around. Going to take down 1. Is he going to be able to take down Critty? No. And here we go. Turbot's going to actually take control of the back spawn. Going to watch Calibri. He's going to just be a bit sneaky here. He's going to go to the second fake radar. As we see East get dropped. Not sure where they've gone. It looks like they're just below me. And it's up to Olden to get these revives in. The Dragons guy's going quite aggressive to try and get these done. Nice work. Calibri is still at the back spawn with Wally. And Turbot are just all over the place at the moment. They're not really taking too much control. They just need to get those East parts out. They need to get rid of that first objective. Make them all concentrate on one. Nice work from Calibri. That's one out for a little bit of time. Here comes Hunter. He might get full spawn as well. Nice work. So that's 2 full spawns. And Voki's going to pick up a kill as well. I'm going to go free cam on West because this is where they need to start putting on the pressure. More kills coming in for Turbot. Just Mihao alive at the parts. Where's the Turbot team? Nate does come up. 4 or 5 guys coming for Turbot, but the respawn might be coming in any second. Dragons need that respawn vital. And it's going to be Voki who's going to be pushing towards me. My God, he just runs over a mine. He doesn't know what to do. He's going back and forth. But he manages to just turn around, making a really big, cool, massive airstrike from Wally. And that might be able to hold it off. It looks like Voki's going to be able to get away with this. So I'm going to just pan across to main. As we see 4 Dragons guys getting held off at main. Maybe a Panzer or something could do massive problems for the Axis team. Great work by Statty, just holding them off with shooting them in the back. Calibri's going to come off from main and nice artillery. And they might be able to just push out with the objective. I'm going to just stay in this angle. This is perfect. We can't see the objective just yet. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Nice strike from the Axis. Panzer comes in, doesn't hit anything. Big 2-man airstrike, and Dragons are going to be able to take control of the truck. This is really, really vital. That was such a nice recovery from Dragons. A following channel as well, Stoolycheck. I destroyed that name for sure. Thank you very much for that follow. As we see Turbot go round the back. I'm going to pick up Statty. He's coming around the back of the truck. Nice headshot. Does take down one. And he's going to be able to give the call. The truck is all clear. Where is the objective? We can't see anyone with the objective coming. And they had 3 or 4 seconds there. They had a great opportunity to just come through. You see Kriti just holding them off still at main. A Panzer again in this situation would be pretty good. More allies coming out. Another strike. There's the Panzer. Misses everything. Calibri does pick up a double man Thompson kill. And it looks like the objective's going to be able to bounce out now. Nice play. Maybe about 30 seconds late. I would say maybe a little bit late. But that's a decent time. 7 minutes. Anything around under 7 minutes is always good. So we'll look at the stats for these teams. We look at Dragons. 14 kills for Hunter. And about 2.4k damage for Woot with only 6 kills. That is pretty impressive. Calibri went pretty big. 2k damage, 13 kills. And this is Calibri not playing rifle so much on radar, on attack, of course. So, nice play by him. So we've got... I think this is quite similar to how the radar game went in their semi-final with the upper bracket. With Turbot setting around this sort of time. And in that game, like I say, Dragons did beat it by 10 seconds. I think we're going to see quite a clutch finish again. It's all going to be down to those West Park defense. Probably in the last 30 seconds, we're going to see it all change. As you sometimes see in these big games in radar. It's going to be Turbot on defense now. They've got 7.5 minutes to defend or so. This should be really big. It's going to be very, very difficult for Dragons. They need to get that side down very quickly. If you get held up at side for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, which we've seen Turbot do to teams before, you can't have the CP taking you that long. They need to take every opportunity that's handed to them. So the Dragons are going to attack now. As you see, 7.5 minutes, just under 7.5 minutes remaining. They're going to push heavy towards the side. Long and short strike again. And they're going to be able to push through one of them. One does get dropped. Nice play from Wally. 3 kills from Turbot come in as a reply to the double kill from Dragons. And Abject got quite unlucky with that respawn of Axis. He's going to get taken down himself. I'm going to just walk through the door. It looks like Woot's probably on the other side. It is Bludgy, in fact. Rifle for Dragons. He's going to manage to get this this plant down. And it looks like Woot has got is on the Covey. He did get taken down, but suit could be quite important. Trying to boost upside. Nice play from Critty. And that's just going to slow the allies down. They're going to have less backup at the CP. And you see a lot of the Turbot guys spawning back. They're going to sit up at the CP area. And this is the key part of the map for me. Depending on how this goes, depends on who wins this game. If this gets rolled very quickly by Dragons, we could see advantage Dragons for this map for sure. And if Turbot managed to pick up a decent defense. Some abject headshot. Manages to get a little bit of damage out. He's going to have to dodge this artillery. Try and get in a nade on Wally. Nearly. Wally's so close. He does get taken down. I'm going to stick on Calibri. He is on side now. Jackus, thank you very much for the follow, sir. So we've got quite a nice setup from Turbot. Exactly what we saw from Dragons in the last round. Another artillery going down from Wally. Let's push outside. Let's see how many are here. There is a little bit of an attack from Dragons on the way. And I'm going to just jump onto Calibri again if I can find him. He does get a rifle grenade out, but he does get taken down. Bludgy is going to push in. And I'm going to try and get on someone who's in on the action. Abject, not known for his reviving skills, getting in some nice revives. And he's going to help them. This is what I said. Dragons have completely rolled over this CP defense. Really, really well played. They're going to spawn in at flag. At this forward CP respawn in 10 seconds. But they're going to put on some pressure on East already. And maybe onto West as well. They're pushing towards Fake. And we might see East parts get taken very, very quickly. They haven't managed to push around the tank depot. Another follow coming in. Kazirdan, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Wally picking up a double kill. And West parts have been taken. These are the parts that you don't want a team taking, of course. Abject pushing through main. And East parts have been taken as well. West parts are, of course, the big objective. Really nice play from Dragons. And now the Turbo guys have to recover it. They're falling apart at the seams. I'm going to try and pick up the guy with the objective. They normally give away East, but as it's the last objective left, there's no chance they want to do that. I'm actually going to push back towards main. With the same situation that we saw in the last game. Turbot are managing to push through onto the truck. 4 or 5 Dragons players coming through as well. Big Panzer. The grenade from Voki saved 3 of his teammates. Really, really nice play. And Bell's good. Thank you very much for that follow, sir. Appreciate all the follows today. As this game is really heating up. I really cannot call it. Even with 4 minutes remaining, you'd say Dragons probably have the advantage. Big Panzer comes in from Pretty. They're trying to push out this main door. Jippo, thank you very much. And Turbot have full control of this truck. We'll just have a quick look around. More follows. Petrino, thank you very much. As the Turbot guys doing great work at this truck. They've got to hold it for so long. And I'll just pick up some of the allies now. Let's see what's going on. It is going to be Wood in here. Lartsty, thank you very much. As we see them pushing out towards the truck. They have started to weaken the Turbot defense. It does look like Statty's the last man remaining. Objective on Wood will come out any second. Where is he? Here he comes. And this is going to be a first map win for Dragons. They repeat what they did in the upper bracket semi-final. They managed to win Radar a bit more convincingly this time. But instead of them winning Radar to save the game, they're taking the first map. So they're going to have a 2-0 lead. I'm going to bring up the scores on the screen. You can have a check out of these. I'm going to update the scores on the overlay. Just 1 second. So now we're off to Supply. And the scores have been updated on the screen. I am quite surprised we're seeing Supply. So Radar was, of course, Turbot's choice, I guess. They lost their choice. And Supply is Dragon's choice. And we're seeing Dragons switch up their choice from the last game they played, the semi-final of the upper bracket, where they chose Gold Rush. And they got wiped clean in that game. It wasn't pretty. If you want to see how to attack Gold Rush, check out my YouTube channel, Turbot against Dragons in the upper bracket semi-final. Turbot just did it so well. And that game, like I say, was probably the best game this season so far, in my opinion. This game is pretty good so far. We'll see. I want to see Turbot come out the blocks really quickly here. They're going to be on defense. They need to get a reasonable first stage attack defense in. So going to be up to Dragons to see if they can just keep up what they've been doing. Keep on rolling on. They can get this first stage in the first minute, 2 minutes. Turbot have to do something special at CP, and the CP defense will push through. CP defense is really hard to set up. You see a couple of guys always in this sort of area, and whenever I played ET, I used to hate having to be here. I just felt so vulnerable. I've got no idea how people can be comfortable in that area. But it's always about the spam on this crossroad here. And that CP defense can be very hard to set up and just continue. You can get it maybe done for 1 or 2 or 3 allied spawns. To do it for like, I think we saw Team UK in Nations Cup in one of their games. Where it was Mystic and Ross with just the spam that they got down was amazing. Like, even if it wasn't killing anybody, it was just every spawn that was there. So it delays the team. It works perfectly well. And neither of them went for the airstrike. And then we saw, I think it was against Germany. And Germany tried the same thing, but after like 4 or 5 artilleries, they did an airstrike. And my note is, whenever you do an airstrike, that defense is going to fall apart. But of course, it's going to be the first stage. The first stage is a bit hit or miss. It's sort of like Gold Rush on the tank. You can get a full hold at this stage, even against the best of teams. You can get rolled over in the first 30 seconds as the Axis team. So it's really hard to set up that first 2 or 3 spawns. But once you get into that groove, and Turbot just really need to find that groove. They need to get that defense rolling. And they've got a couple of people, and they've got a reasonable start on the spawn time. They're going to be able to push out. You see Wood taking down Critty, and they're going to be able to put low pressure in this low area already. That mine by Voki did save the day. And it looks like Dragon's going to be able to push in low. A respawn of Turbot coming in now, and then maybe 3 or 4 guys, 4, maybe 5 of the Dragons guys. Nice nade from Mihao. Doesn't actually pick up a kill, but it does give one of the Axis. So really nice play. And Dragons are in the driver's seat, I think, now. They've managed to get one out for full. They need to just keep up the pressure on this spawn. The next respawns will come in pretty much the same time. As we see Dragons picking up quite a few kills. The dynamite, cheeky dynamite by Axis. Artillery is going to be coming down too late. It looks like Hunter's going to be able to pick up the flag. Just pushes it a bit too late. But the lower plant does come in, and they have got one down for spawn. Voki's going to push down for the defuse. He needs the medic support. No medic in place. Voki is still here, actually. It was Calibri who got downed and gibbed. Another follow. Sartax, thank you very much. The defuse is coming in. And Voki's just dancing around. He's scared of the Panzer. But he's going to get that defuse in. Nice play. Nice recovery from Turbot. And now this is where they just need to just get a grip of this game. Because at the moment, Dragons are putting them under so much pressure. Lots of nades coming in the lower area. Voki does pick up that nade kill. And Voki picks up a double nade kill, in fact. Gibbs himself at the same time. So he's out for full spawn. 2 or 3 guys out for full spawn. And the Axis are falling through the door. I'm not sure why they're doing this. This is different. They've completely left the flag. I guess it's because the Allies must have grabbed the flag. I don't have that sounder anymore. I've got no idea why that doesn't work. Nice play by Calibri. Is that a 4-man rifle grenade? I think that was 2x2. That was and he picks up a K43. Look at that. Oh, I can't show you. Of course I can't show you. Does this work here? Yes, it does. Look at that, 2x2 and K43 frag as well. So I could show you that thanks to Enforcer. Showing me something that I didn't know after 10 years of playing this game. Control and end. Issue to the bottom. Nice work. So, Dragons pick up the first stage in about 2.5 minutes. There's not much spam going on at the CP. Gonna go free cam. There is an artillery on the road. It might be able to pick up a couple of kills here. It might be able to pick up a couple of Gibbs. No, it's not coming down. I've got no idea where that artillery went. But it looks like Dragons again have pushed across. Managed to make that main plant not just a main control, but they're taking CP as well. 6 guys. All of the Dragons guys at CP. And they've got control of main as well. I've got no idea what the Turbot guys are doing. That landmine saves the day again. Voki did a similar landmine on the first stage, just helping out his team. Gorongoro, thank you very much. As we see a Covey push across to the CP, he's going to be able to destroy that. Mihao's going to get that Covey experience. And the build is going to come in. Dragons are going to spawn forward. ETF Danin, another follow. Thank you very much, sir. And this game is really, really in Dragons' hands. They've obviously reviewed their first game where they weren't playing very well at all. And it looks like Bludgy's going to bounce down to main. He didn't see that nade. And he's getting nice cover. Well played from Mihao on main. And the plant's going to come in. And I don't think we're going to see much pressure. We haven't really seen much of Turbot for the last minute. And a pause does come in. I think they just need to sort themselves out a little bit here.
Fight.
As I could feel his sneeze coming on for about 30 seconds there. And it just happened. Hallelujah. And Dragons have got full control of main. Turbot haven't managed to set up a defense since losing the first stage. They seem to be losing themselves. Not very composed. We need to see some crossfire on this main door now. I'm going to try and pick up. It looks like Wally's AFK Statty on this west side. Not doing much. There's not much crossfire on main. And it looks like Dragon's managing to roll them over again. Need the revives. Where are the entire team? Wally is back. As Statty pushes out. They're trying to push up top. Has an engineer managed to make it up yet? I will tell you, no, not just yet. I've got no idea what's going on with the Turbot defense. They seem to be just all over the place. And they are much, much better than this. Nice work from Olden-san. He didn't manage to get that Gibbon though. As we see a couple of the allies moving in. It's going to face off against Olden-san once more. And the build of the controls is done without much of a problem. Again, Statty's Panzerfaust a bit too late. Gold is in the truck. I'm just lost for words. I have to say, 5 minutes gone and the gold is already in the back of the truck. Say goodbye to your E-Money Turbot fans. I'm not sure what's going on with the Turbot team. It just doesn't seem to be up to their normal standards. No real teamwork going on. No crossfires. We see every stage, I only see like 1 or 2 just shooting jewels, so something seems to be wrong. Missing Swanidius. That's what it is. As our Dragons pick up 3 more kills. Pushing towards this truck again. They're going to have to set up one of the best truck defenses of all time. And they didn't do it. As kills come in for Dragons, the truck is moving around. It's going to be at the back of East any second. And there are no Axis players in sight. Mines are going down from the allies just to stop them from rushing out. Here come the Axis part. Strike has gone down on East corner. Maybe going to be able to get a block in. Nice work from Mihao. Does block that airstrike. And the truck has not been stopped. It looks like Dragons are going to be able to pick up all the kills as well. So only Critzy alive somewhere. He's on west. Does manage to pick up a 3 kill. Olden-san as well, but the truck has not been slowed down. Really, really nice play from Dragons. They've sorted themselves out because they dropped down in the semi-finals of the upper bracket into lower bracket quarterfinals, and those guys were on such a high for months. Like, they didn't lose 1 game, and then they lost to 6-6, and then since then it's just they sort of doubt themselves. As we see Mr. Glassjaw give me a follow, appreciate that a lot. 6 minutes 40. That's almost unbeatable. That's almost unbeatable. Gonna bring up the scores. So if you look at the Dragons team, they haven't even got that amazing kills, that amazing damage. They just played so well as a team. They got out-damaged, equal fragged. They out-gibbed. I do like the Dragons, guys. They do gib a lot. Well, some of them do. As we see Voki coming up big with 13 kills. A lot of damage as well. Some of his mines were really, really important, but 6 minutes 40 is going to be so hard to beat. They need to get this pretty much on the first rush. I did get a couple of follows there. I'm sorry I missed those. This game is 6 minutes and 40 seconds away from being pushed onto a decider, or we're going to see the winners being announced as Dragons going on to the grand final. Zenit, thank you very much. Dragons picking up a ton of kills on that first push. I think they killed the entire team. And as you see, no kills for Turbot on that first push. Voki does pick up a kill for his team. The nade from behind, it was Jin. The respawn comes in for Axis. I'm going to switch it up to the fielder on middle. He's in that key position. Big damage dealer. He's going to be Hunter. He does like to go aggressive on this cave area to get the strike on the respawn. I'm not sure how much he'll try that. That was an MG42. He did manage to take him down. Some more kills coming in for Turbot now. No chance of that artillery. Iglow, thank you. Iglo. We see Hunter again. Just saving his charge. I'm pretty sure he's going to try that cave rush any second. Panzer does come in, doesn't hit anything. And the Turbot guys aren't really making much progress in this low area. I'm going to switch across to Abject. Big aimer. I haven't seen too much of him today. He's been playing the team play role quite well. Saw some key revives on radar. Another follow, Dyrian, thank you very much. And this is Turbot's chance to get in low, but they're getting distracted by having to get all these revives in, or not. As you see them all decide to respawn instead. There's the airstrike from Hunter. He does manage to take down one on the respawn Calibri. And see, he actually risked fall in that situation. He tried to go for that hero frag with 5 minutes remaining on the clock. I don't blame him, but he does that. He does that no matter what. That's Hunter's style, pretty much. He goes for the hero frags. He can sometimes do some amazing things, but sometimes it doesn't play out well. Abject picking up nice double kill. Turbot just need to get things going on this upper area. They are starting to make some progress, but they're just losing players at the same time as getting kills. And they're having to kill out Critty, last man alive. Well, actually Olden decided not to kill out, has gone out on full spawn. And this does not look good. Not much time left in this game. Fanboy Lover 2013. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. Engineer in Woods. He's going to get taken down by the rifle grenade. I think he's going to get picked up. I'm going to stick on him for a moment. Bab win. Thank you. You see Turbot just having so many problems, but I'm going to already call this now. I don't think they're going to be able to get this. I think 6 minutes and 50 was just too much for the Turbot team. Or not enough, should I say. Definitely not enough. The respawn getting naded in the spawn. Not nice position to be in. Nades getting spammed towards that cave area by Wood. You can hear them. You can hear all the footsteps and the shooting. No nade has managed to hit anything. Panzer does come in from Calibri. And Wood's finally going to get taken down. It is Mihao, last man alive. Finally Turbot makes some progress on supply. And they have to pretty much roll every stage, and I don't even think they could get the truck around the map if it just didn't stop moving. This is going to be a 4-0 victory for Dragons. And the one bonus from this game, as much as this wasn't the greatest of games, Turbot really didn't turn up, and they seem to miss Swanidius quite a lot. A lot of people like to poke fun at Swanidius, saying he's not a great player, but he does have the team play factor. He does have, obviously, some reasonable comms. Maybe he makes a difference in terms of just class choices. I did say on radar, he does play that Covey role really well. He does play the sneaky Covey. He does go for the CP. And he's getting stabbed. This is interesting. I think they know they've lost this now. And but what this does do is it sets up a brilliant grand final. We've got Dragons against 6-6. This is the replay of the first Dragons game that they lost. The first game that Dragons lost was against 6-6. And before that, though, I guess they sort of felt like immortals. You know, these guys hadn't lost a game. They played for, like, I think it was 2 months without losing a game. I casted quite a few of them, and they were playing astoundingly well. And then they just lost that game, and they dropped off. Like, you saw them lose maps where they shouldn't lose maps. You saw them lose games where they shouldn't maybe lose games. And you saw them go down into the lower bracket much earlier than you would expect. So now they're coming up against that team that sort of made them remember they are not gods sort of situation. And can they manage to get one back on 6-6? They have to beat them twice in the grand final. I'm not sure when this is going to be played. It should be next week. And the way Dragons are playing right now, they're going to be very difficult to beat. As you see, Jin, it's like the star on a Christmas tree right now. It's, Glassy loves Merlinator. I'm glad somebody does. That feels good. Thank you very much for the follow. The strike comes out. Abject is going to try and pick up some bonus frags at the end of this game. This is going to definitely be a 4-0 victory. I know Timberlina is going to be in channel somewhere. He's going to be very happy. Timberlina, of course, is part of Double Dutch Dragons as well. I think he is effectively the manager of the ET team, or just looks after them. So that's a nice little managerial victory for you. You're not getting sacked. So it's all good. Another follow, take a J. I will just check my email in a second. Do stick around after this game. This game is very much over. It's going to be a 4-0 victory for Dragons. I'm going to do a little giveaway on the stream. Just a couple of games, nothing too amazing to give away at the moment. But there's a couple of nice games. I'll do 2 or 3 games. Jeez, all these Wolfenstein ET Chile. So many follows. Follow train has been real today, so that's going to be it. The end of the game. We saw a disconnect quite early. Tried to pick up stats. We're going to get Dragon stats. I mean, we saw Voki playing pretty well. 26 kills, 4k damage. We also saw Abject doing pretty much the same, 3999, and Hunter 3666. Well, that's something special. So well played to the Dragons. They're going to go through to the grand final.